Talk about a clean fit. That right there was one of the cheaper ranges we could find. $779 I paid for it. I'll have a link for it in the description down below. There was two options. There was another option where the headboard didn't exist and it was just a flat top. Really looked sleek. It was like a commercial style. But it wouldn't be here for another couple weeks. And I'm sick of waiting on things. Home Depot has dropped the ball like 4 different times on getting me appliances up. Ordered them, canceled them, ordered them, canceled them, and finally, this one showed up. Now it's starting to look more like a house. Refrigerator's on its way, dishwasher's on its way, washer dryer's on its way. This home is going to be turnkey, ready to move into, and good to go. But I want to get the grate on the top of this thing. I want to see what it looks like. This is by far my most exciting project yet. We're finally done. So proud to say that. When I bought this house, I completely honest with you guys, didn't know how I was gonna make it happen. Financially, it was a huge responsibility. I knew that I wanted to do it though. And I'm glad that we were able to see it through to the end. Starting here in the living room, we have this accent wall that I just did recently. This was a project that we did with a partner of ours. We needed to have some sort of eccentric wall. That is why we did that. We have a craftsman style front door. We have the light for here. We have the light for the front out there. We have a 4046 window from Sierra Pacific, a 5046 picture window here that goes up against the back side of the couch, and that takes care of the living room. Moving into the kitchen area, this was an area that I really struggled with when it came time to doing the design and the layout. I originally was going to put a big L shape in here, which I talked to you guys about in the beginning of this video. We ended up settling on doing a 9-inch here, the range, 18, 36-inch farmhouse, and then a dishwasher over here. Gives you enough counter space over here, but then we doubled down and did two 24s to make a coffee bar on this side. So we've got this light up here, shelf, you can hang coffee mugs from here. Nice coffee maker in here. That is a huge part of my daily life, so I like this little area. Family pictures up here. All your mail that you get from outside can go shoved in a little box over here. Pretty nice. We have a 30-inch GE range that got put in. In this little cove here, we'll have our 36-inch refrigerator, and I really think that'll set the tone for what the kitchen looks like. You'll have refrigerator here, range here, sink there, a little bit of counter space. This isn't the biggest house, so I don't think we are lacking in counter space, but it's definitely smaller than your average home. As we come to the back here, this is the dining room area. I've got this beautiful window back here. Looks out to the backyard area. Sun sets right over the top of that hill, so you get a gorgeous view in the afternoons. You could have a table set up here with some chairs. Now off of the dining room area here, we've got this barn slider. It's a bifold barn slider. It is a raw wood finish, same thing that we've got up there for the top of the coffee bar. Inside of here we have our laundry and our pantry area. With a small house like this, I wanted to make sure that we gave somebody enough space to properly store stuff. And I think the limited space in the kitchen here required an additional space like this. So inside of the pantry here, I did these little built-in areas. I have butcher block going across here. Microwave could be stored in here. Personally, I'm not a big fan of having microwaves out in a public kitchen area. Prefer it being somewhere like this. Looks less cluttered on the counters. You could store any of your small appliances, blenders, air fryers, microwaves. All of your food can go up here or up here. You have plenty of space. Once again, small little 2-bedroom, 1-bath like this makes perfect sense. Now on the opposing side here, we have enough room for a washer and a dryer. I wanted to separate this room from the rest of the house and give you an area that you could have dedicated space for washer dryer along with some food storage. And I think we did a pretty good job at doing that. The alternative was we left this open as a larger dining room, but then you wouldn't have a dedicated washer dryer space. You wouldn't have enough food storage, and I think the home would lack overall. My favorite thing about this home that we did here is the window package that we've got. So this little window here goes right out to the backyard. And the coolest part about this is winter time when it snows, you have these snow-capped mountains all the way along the back there. It's a beautiful backdrop. So you can come in here, make your coffee in the morning, do whatever you need to do, and you can look out to a beautiful snowy mountaintop. We ended up building out this wall a good 12 inches. So this back here is the wall to the master bedroom. But all of this out here was built just as an architectural detail to allow me to get this arch in here and then also have the little cove for my fridge to go in. I think it gave this space a lot of character, and it's something that you wouldn't traditionally see in a small house like this. I'm a sucker for arches, happy with how this came out. Small little light that we picked out up top. Nice tile across the back. That matches the backsplash over here in the kitchen. Now we're in the master bedroom here. We have a nice little accent wall, which I'm assuming somebody's gonna put their bed up against. Two little sconce lights, which you could change out to anything that you'd like. We have an outlet up on the top here for a wall-mounted television to where you don't have cords anywhere. This room was kept pretty straightforward and simple. As we walk through the room, we have a sliding glass door off the backhand side, and that takes you out to the back deck, which then takes you out to the backyard. So you come out here and you have access to a 6x14 back deck. You could sit and have coffee, look out at the mountain range, just hang out, relax in the afternoons, whatever you wanted to do. We opted to do a very simple bifold barn slider on the closet doors as well. Give somebody a full body mirror. In any house that I've ever lived in or had, a full body mirror is always a must. Now the other bedroom here is the same exact layout as that one there, except for without the slider off the backhand side, you do have a nice window that faces out towards the street. So you could look out to the front yard. Configuration of this room could be a little bit different. You don't have to have the bed up against one certain wall. You could put it here, you could put bunk beds. Television could be mounted up on this wall over here, over there, wherever you'd like. Got the same closet door in here. Opens the same exact way. I think continuity with the two of them was a must. Full body mirror, incredible to have. Prevents you from having to mount one anywhere else. Typically we'd have one on the back of the door, but full body on the closet I think is pretty cool. Same setup, we have closet pole in here. We have shelving up there as well. Last room in the house is the bathroom. We now have a single door access into here. We have a handful of things going on in here, so hop in here, let's talk it over real quick. As you walk into the bathroom here, you have your controls on the right hand side. That allows you to turn everything on without getting wet. You have the little switch to go from the shower head to the handheld unit down here. We did a half wall, and I don't know that I would ever do a half wall again in a shower. It was something that I wanted to do just because I thought it would be cool. But the more I look at it now, I wish I would have just done a threshold all the way across the bottom and done full glass from side to side. Well, we did the half wall here. This thing is rock solid and sturdy. We ended up doing the glass up top, which once again, this is pretty sturdy as well. This is in a little channel screwed down all the way into the wall and to the top of the cap. But you could have a full-blown party in this thing if you really wanted to. Plenty of space in here. Now we've got a small vanity here that really needs to be cleaned. We have the vanity mirror and then 3 lights overhead. Earplugs over here, we have light switch for the actual room itself, and then this is for the Panasonic ultra quiet fan up in the ceiling. It works for how small this area is. The fan's now running, I don't know if you can hear that. The thing is pretty quiet. Now the outside of the house here, we did an LP Smart Side board and batten all the way around. We have a 1x8 fascia board all the way through. We ended up doing soffits all the way around the whole entire building. And capping the top is an onyx black roofing from Owens Corning. One of the easiest details for us to do here was the soffit lighting on both sides of the gable end, and it is one of the most complimented features of the house. With the flip of a switch in the master bedroom, you can turn on and off all of the lights around the whole entire house, and it really makes this place pop. We have the landscaping wrapping the whole property here. We have a nice tree growing out in the front yard. The bushes are doing exceptional. Really happy to see how everything grows over time. The flagstone up in the front here, I probably wouldn't do that feature again just because I didn't enjoy it, didn't enjoy the install. I don't really enjoy the look of it, but it is here now. But that's gonna be a wrap on my 100-year-old home. I've spent countless days, countless nights working. I have spent more money than I care to admit on this house, but I'm happy with how it finished out. And I hope you guys enjoyed being along for the ride and getting to watch everything from start to finish. I think we did a good job here, and I'm looking forward to what we do next. But all that said, keep learning, keep building. Thank you guys for sticking this one out with me. I'll see you on the next one.